Guys, the mass of the textbooks is approximately, I don't know, I can't read that number, yada, yada, yada. Let's see, scientific notation. So basically, we want to come out here, and the number is like this. And the rules I say is just go from left to right, find the first number that is not a zero. So it's a 0, 0, 0. Oh, not a zero. Put a decimal here. Now count the spaces, right? Every number here that is not a zero, you want to write it out. We here 1.65 times 10 to some power. Now just count the spaces. 1, 2, 3. So it's a small number. It should be a -3. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. Without even doing any work, it was this from the very beginning. Okay. Next one over here. Okay, this one just says put the numbers in order, right? And we see the map shows 5 proposed routes, distances. So the distances. This is from least to greatest. Least a small number to a great number. I'll go to a real big number y'all all love, 6, 7. It's going up. So if you see my arrow pointing up, that's like an arrow pointing up. That's for like the letter A for ascending. So we're going to come out here, put this on this spreadsheets, and just put them in order. Fastest, easy way. I just like to use. So I'm going to use. Oh, I used this. Okay. I use these answer choices here. And here, control doc. This in spreadsheets equals. Let's just type it in 10 times the square root of 17 equals 40 equals 586 over 13 equals 675 over 16 equals the square root of 2,111. Okay, now I'm going to go all the way up and go to menu 1, 6. I'll do that again. Go all the way up. I went all the way up. I was down here. That's when I went all the way up. Then I go to menu 1, 6. And I do want an ascending order. So let me see what's the first one. First one is. So it's this one. Oh, there's my answer. A is my answer. Okay. Pretty easy. It just showed me right there what's going on from the beginning. Once I put that one in there, it didn't change at all. It didn't change at all. Because that was actually my answer. Yeah, there it is. Matches up. Okay, next one over here. Ooh, this one's easy. I like to just draw 2 arrows, guys. 2 arrows going the same direction. If you have 2 arrows going the same direction, you're good. So here goes. A goes to B. Now, you gotta be reasonable too. So this one does not anything with this one. They're not the same ones at all. So that one's already out. All right, I am already looking at that one. That one's out. But let's look at it this way. A to 8. Does A go to 8? And that works out. So I looked up, A down. It's not going to be, but A does go to 8. A. So I want to have another arrow going this way. Okay. B going to 2. Does B go to... Okay, so that's way wrong. I would have another one coming from here. That's automatically wrong. Okay, check out this over here. 3.2 going to 2. 3.2 does go to 2. I like that one. That doesn't match up. So we have another arrow over here going this way. A going to 8. A going to 8. Yes, that matches up. So they both originate over here. Good. They go to the sides that correspond to themselves. B is my answer. Okay, I just looked at it real quick while I was moving it up, and it says reflected. Once you see the word reflected, that means fixed life. It also means congruent. It also means equal. It also means the same. Not equal, not congruent, greater than, congruent is my answer. Time out. Okay, next one, triangle TRW is shown. Is dilated. It means to multiply. Multiply. Okay, multiplication. This is not multiplication. That one, not multiplication. They want to multiply scale factor of n. They want to multiply, guys, by n without even reading over here. This is not multiplication. It's dividing by n, multiplying by n. See, it's negative. So the point is this, negative 3, and they're times n times n. The coordinate negative 5 times n. That's it. Easy. Okay, so this one is tough. I don't know how to explain it without just showing you how to get the answer. The only reason, because last time I set it up, but the state set it up in a different order. We were both right, but by the time I figured it out, going through the whole thing, it was just took too long. This is what I would say is the best thing, just to get the answer correct. But we all know, we've taught this before, that if I get the slope from here, the rise over run here, it's going to be equal to the rise over the run here, okay? Because it's from the same slope from the same line. So that's basically saying if I get a slope, it should be equal to the other slope. Do you agree? That's what we're saying here. This should be equal. If they're not equal, then it's not true. It's not working from these points or this right here. So I'm going to come out here and just do this. It's really easy. I'm going to control, and hopefully I get it right the first time. I'm going to input this in here. 0 minus parentheses negative 7 over 4 minus parentheses and negative 4. Top, I'm going to have a negative 4 minus a negative 10. 8 minus a negative 1. So that one's not it. So then I'm going to come down over here and try letter B. Again, I'll just add the two equal fractions because that's what we're saying here. I'm going to come out here with 0 minus 4 over a negative 4 minus negative 7 negative 4 minus 8 negative 1 minus negative 10. Oh, there's my answer. B. B is the answer. That's how you want to do it. Just because it's given the coordinates up there, but the way they put it in order, let's just do it to confuse you. And it's just pretty straightforward. Okay, slope, distance traveled. Okay, student traveled a distance of 68 miles and 136 minutes. Remember, this is going to be x. Which graph represents the slope? Okay, so it's come out 68 and 136, 68 and 136, 68 and 136. Okay, so let's come back over here. Let's look at this. Since the maps, the graphs are all spread out, I'm going to use these two numbers and go 68 over 136. And I'm just going to put in the calculator just to simplify the numbers. Okay, this is my miles. This is my minutes. Then we come out here. I'm going to go to miles. 68 over 136. Enter. Okay, we're going to go to 1/2. And just double check. It is 1/2. Okay, so going over here. Minutes. 2 minutes. 1 mile. 2 minutes. 1 mile. Not there. 2 minutes. 1 mile. Not there. I know it's going through the origin because if you have no minutes, you can't do any miles. 2 minutes. 1 mile. Answer C. 2 minutes. Not even close. Okay. A line graphed on the coordinate grid can be used to determine the number of inches of water added to a swimming pool after different numbers of hours. Okay. Okay, this is pretty easy, guys. Once you see a graph like this, it's 2.00. And then we'll come out here. I think that's a real good point. 5 and 12. So here we have this part right here. Use those two coordinates. I'll go find one where I have this in spreadsheets already done. And there it is. I already have 0, 0, and I was actually be 5 and what? 12. So once I type it in there, okay, we'll see you guys. Once I type it in there, there are my coordinates. There are my everything. 2.4 and 0. 2.4, and there she is. Boom. Easy stuff. Okay, so hot air balloon is released in the ground. So that means that the ground is 0, 0. Beginning the time is 0, 0. And the rate constant rate 5 seconds. A height of 20 feet. So 0, 0. And then 5 seconds. X is always your time. And then 20 feet. Okay, so we're going to come out here. This is a trick I showed you a long time ago. We're going to turn this 0, 0. And then what's it again? 5 and 20. And then we're going to go up. Actually, I'm going to add a graph based off of that. Press up. There it is. Enter. I'm going to control T it. Now look at these numbers here. If you look, 10 goes with 2.5, 10 goes with 40, 10 goes with 25, and 10 goes with 40. So I bet you it's a 10 with a 40. 10 with a 40. Okay, and then we're going to go with 20 and 80. And it has to be 20 and 80. I bet you it's 20 and 80. So scroll down here, 20 and 80, and there's your answer. Pretty easy. Okay, it has 5 toys in the box, and that's 2 every month, each, every. So it's going to be y is equal to 2x plus 15. So we're going to be looking for it in one of these, 2x plus 15. So plus 15 means it starts at 15, so it shoots out of there. 15 starts there, good job. And then the slope of what was it? 2x plus 15. 2x plus 15, we're going to go, let me see the coordinates. Ooh. So, let me just get coordinates then. This is going to be 0 and 15. And this one will be 5, 5, and 25. And let's just look for these things. So in all Spanish, we're looking for M to be 2 and B to be 15. Almost. Yes, Lexi, you're coming out of my video. So on this one, guys, using the points or coordinates 0, 15 and 2, 25, 25, I got M to be 2 and B to be 15, which matches up. 2 and 15, so there's my answer, B. Pretty easy, it's not too bad. This is your STAR test, guys. This is what exactly it looks like. Hopefully you enjoyed.